Imagine waking in one of the greatest cities the Americas had ever known. Around you, life begins as it always has. Canoes drift across quiet waters, merchants prepare their goods, and priests climb towering temples beneath the first light of dawn. To everyone here, this is simply another ordinary morning. Yet history is already moving toward them, and nothing will ever be the same again. As the sun rises above the Valley of Mexico, golden light spreads across the still waters of Lake Texcoco. Morning mist slowly lifts, revealing a city unlike any other, a city that seems to float upon the lake itself. Before you stands Tenochtitlan, the heart of the Aztec Empire. In the year 1519, it is home to perhaps 200,000 people, making it one of the largest and most sophisticated cities on Earth. Travelers who first saw it often struggled to believe such a place could exist. Water shapes every part of life here. Canals weave between neighborhoods, carrying merchants, farmers, and families through the city. Wooden canoes move with quiet precision, turning the lake into a network of streets unlike anywhere else in the world. The great stone causeways stretch across the lake, linking the island city to the mainland. Every morning they fill with travelers bringing fresh food, crafted goods, and stories from distant provinces. With each step closer, the scale of Tenochtitlan becomes even more astonishing. As you pass through the city gates, vibrant colors greet you at every turn. White stone buildings reflect the morning sun while murals, flowers, and woven banners fill the streets with life. The city feels carefully planned, orderly, and remarkably clean. The canals are never silent. Canoes glide effortlessly beneath stone bridges, carrying everything from fresh vegetables to precious jade. Here, water is not an obstacle, it is the heartbeat of the city itself. Beyond the city rise the remarkable chinampas, fertile floating gardens that feed hundreds of thousands of people. Farmers work with extraordinary skill, transforming shallow waters into fields bursting with maize, beans, squash, chilies, and flowers. Fishermen cast woven nets into calm waters while birds circle overhead. Families collect fresh water for the day ahead, and children eagerly help with morning chores. Every movement reflects a society living in rhythm with the lake that sustains it. As the morning unfolds, the city grows louder. Merchants carry baskets overflowing with cacao, pottery, woven textiles, and obsidian tools. Friendly greetings echo through the streets as neighbors prepare for another busy day. Ahead lies Tlatelolco, one of the largest marketplaces in the world. Thousands gather here each day to trade goods from every corner of the empire. It is a place of constant movement, remarkable wealth, and extraordinary diversity. Every object tells a story of distant lands. Brilliant feathers arrive from tropical forests. Jade travels from mountain valleys. Cacao comes from warmer regions far to the south. Through trade, the empire stretches far beyond the city itself. Rising high above the surrounding buildings is the sacred precinct. Towering temples dominate the skyline, reminding every citizen that faith is woven into every part of Aztec life. Here, religion, government, and daily existence are inseparable. At the center stands the magnificent Templo Mayor. Its twin staircases lead to shrines dedicated to Huitzilopochtli, the patron deity associated with the sun and warfare, and Tlaloc, the deity connected with rain and agriculture. Together, they symbolize the forces believed to sustain both the empire and the natural world. Looking across the city, one truth becomes impossible to ignore. Tenochtitlan is not simply impressive, it is a masterpiece of engineering, planning, and human ambition. Every canal, temple, marketplace, and garden speaks of a civilization at the height of its power. Laughter fills the streets. Canoes continue their endless journeys across the canals. Priests prepare the day's ceremonies while merchants welcome their first customers. Everything feels permanent. Everything feels secure. Yet beyond the horizon, events have already begun that will reshape this world forever. As you walk deeper into Tenochtitlan, the city reveals its true character. Every street is alive with purpose. Merchants greet familiar faces, craftsmen display their finest work, and neighbors exchange warm smiles. This is not simply a capital, it is a thriving home to hundreds of thousands of people. Inside the Kalmakak, young scribes carefully preserve knowledge that has been passed down for generations. With delicate brushes and natural pigments, they paint histories, laws, ceremonies, and royal lineages onto folded codices. In a world without printing presses, every page is a priceless record of memory. Nearby, master artisans transform brilliant quetzal feathers into breathtaking works of art. Every feather is placed with remarkable precision, creating shimmering mosaics reserved for emperors, nobles, and sacred ceremonies. Their craftsmanship rivals the finest artists anywhere in the world. The rhythmic sound of hammering echoes through another workshop. Skilled goldsmiths shape precious metal into elegant jewelry, ceremonial ornaments, and symbols of authority. To them, gold is admired for its beauty, not simply its value, reflecting a culture where artistry is held in the highest regard. Beyond the workshops, young warriors train with unwavering discipline. They practice with obsidian-edged weapons, strengthen their bodies, and learn the traditions of the Eagle and Jaguar orders. Their purpose is not only to defend the empire, but to earn honor through courage and service. Standing high above the city, an eagle warrior surveys the capital with quiet pride. His elaborate armor is more than decoration, it is a symbol of dedication, discipline, and years of achievement. For many, becoming an eagle warrior represents a lifetime of honor earned through perseverance. Equally respected are the jaguar warriors, recognized by their striking jaguar hide attire. Their presence inspires confidence among the people, reminding everyone that the empire is protected by individuals trained to face extraordinary challenges with determination and skill. Away from the temples and markets, life unfolds at a gentler pace. Families gather inside modest homes where meals are prepared, children help with daily chores, and stories are shared from one generation to the next. These quiet moments form the true foundation of the empire. The aroma of fresh tortillas, roasted vegetables, beans, and tamales fills the air. Women work together with practiced hands while children eagerly wait nearby. Simple ingredients, carefully prepared, provide nourishment for a city that never seems to rest. Returning to Tlatelolco, the market has reached its busiest hour. Thousands of voices blend into a constant rhythm of bargaining, laughter, and conversation. Here, almost anything can be found, from tropical feathers and rare jade to everyday pottery and fresh flowers. As the afternoon continues, music fills the plazas. Wooden flutes, shell trumpets, and ceremonial drums accompany graceful dancers dressed in colorful garments. Festivals are more than entertainment, they strengthen community, celebrate tradition, and honor the rhythm of life itself. Education begins early. Children are taught discipline, practical skills, history, and respect for their community. Whether destined to become farmers, artisans, priests, or leaders, each child grows up understanding that every role contributes to the strength of the empire. Within the palace grounds, carefully tended gardens offer a place of peace. Bright flowers bloom beside shaded walkways while exotic birds fill the air with song. Even in the center of a great capital, nature remains an essential part of daily life. Beyond the garden stands the magnificent palace of Emperor Moctezuma II. It is not only the residence of a ruler but the administrative heart of a vast empire, where ambassadors, officials, and advisors gather to oversee land stretching far beyond the Valley of Mexico. From his balcony, Moctezuma looks across the endless rooftops, shimmering canals, and towering temples of Tenochtitlan. Before him lies one of the greatest cities on earth, a civilization that appears prosperous, confident, and secure. As the afternoon sun bathes the city in golden light, it becomes clear why visitors struggled to describe what they had seen. Tenochtitlan is a marvel of engineering, culture, and human ambition. At this moment, it stands at the very height of its power. Yet history often changes when no one expects it, and the first signs of that change are already beginning to appear beyond the horizon. The afternoon unfolds much like every other. The streets remain crowded, merchants continue their trade, and children race along the canals without a care in the world. To the people of Tenochtitlan, tomorrow seems as certain as today. No one can yet imagine how quickly certainty can disappear. As the sun begins its slow descent, long-distance merchants arrive from the eastern provinces. Their canoes carry valuable goods, but also unfamiliar stories, stories whispered more cautiously than traded openly. At first, few pay them much attention. The merchants speak of strange visitors seen along distant shores. Men unlike any they have encountered before. They describe unfamiliar clothing, towering vessels, and objects that seem almost impossible to explain. Rumors spread quietly, but rumors are common in a vast empire. Within the royal palace, Emperor Moctezuma listens carefully to every report. He does not react with fear, but with thoughtful caution. A ruler responsible for millions cannot afford to ignore even the smallest uncertainty. As evening approaches, priests climb the steps of the Templo Mayor to observe the heavens. For generations, the movements of the sky have guided ceremonies, agriculture, and the calendar itself. Tonight, they continue their observations as they always have, unaware that future generations will remember this era for entirely different reasons. Deep within the temple, sacred fires continue to burn. Incense fills the air while prayers rise toward the heavens. The rituals are timeless, repeated exactly as countless ancestors performed them before. The city still believes tomorrow will resemble today. Sunset transforms the lake into a mirror of gold and crimson. Canoes return home after another successful day, while birds glide quietly across the glowing water. It is a scene of extraordinary peace, a moment almost suspended outside of time. Families gather to share the evening meal. Children laugh around cooking fires while elders tell stories passed down through generations. These ordinary moments, so often overlooked, become the memories history treasures most. As darkness settles over Tenochtitlan, the city grows quiet. Torchlight flickers along temple walls, gentle waves lap against the canals, and stars appear above the valley. Yet beneath the calm, an almost invisible feeling of uncertainty begins to emerge. Morning arrives once again, bathing the city in soft golden light. Merchants reopen their stalls, farmers return to the chinampas, and life continues with remarkable confidence. The rhythm of the empire remains unbroken, for now. Before long, royal messengers arrive at the palace after traveling hundreds of miles. Their journey has been urgent, their expressions serious. They carry new reports from the eastern coastline, reports that demand the emperor's immediate attention. Inside the council chamber, trusted advisors carefully examine the messages. The descriptions remain difficult to understand. No one knows exactly what these distant encounters might mean. Questions begin to outweigh answers. From the highest temple, eyes turn toward the eastern horizon. Somewhere beyond the mountains and distant waters, events are unfolding that will soon reach the Valley of Mexico. The city itself remains unchanged, but history is steadily drawing closer. Despite the growing uncertainty among the leadership, everyday life carries on. The marketplaces remain full, craftsmen continue their work, musicians perform in the plazas, and families prepare for another peaceful evening. Most people know nothing of the conversations taking place behind palace walls. As golden light settles across Tenochtitlan, its beauty seems almost impossible to surpass. Towering temples, graceful canals, floating gardens, and crowded marketplaces combine to create one of the greatest urban achievements of the ancient world. Few civilizations have ever reached such remarkable heights. Yet every civilization, no matter how powerful, eventually reaches a turning point. The people of Tenochtitlan cannot see what lies just beyond the horizon. They continue living, working, celebrating, and dreaming, completely unaware that they are witnessing the final peaceful days of an empire whose story will echo through history for centuries to come. Dawn breaks over Tenochtitlan once again. Fishermen push their canoes onto the lake, smoke rises from family hearths, and the first rays of sunlight illuminate the towering temples. For the people of the city, it feels like the beginning of another ordinary day. None of them know they are living through the final chapter of a remarkable age. Everywhere you look, life is in motion. Artisans shape stone and gold with extraordinary skill. Weavers create vibrant textiles. Farmers deliver fresh harvests from the chinampas, while merchants prepare their stalls for another busy day. This city thrives because every person plays a part in its rhythm. From high above, the sacred precinct dominates the skyline. The Templo Mayor rises proudly at the center, surrounded by palaces, ceremonial courtyards, and bustling streets. It is the spiritual and political heart of an empire that has flourished for generations. The marketplace of Tlatelolco hums with life. Thousands of voices blend into a single rhythm as merchants exchange cacao, obsidian, pottery, feathers, jade, and countless other treasures. Few cities in the world can match the scale or organization of this remarkable place. Looking across the canals and causeways, it becomes clear that Tenochtitlan is more than beautiful, it is brilliantly engineered. Aqueducts bring fresh water into the city, bridges connect entire districts, and the floating gardens sustain a vast population. It is a triumph of human ingenuity. Looking across the canals and causeways, it becomes clear that Tenochtitlan is more than beautiful, it is brilliantly engineered. Aqueducts bring fresh water into the city, bridges connect entire districts, and the floating gardens sustain a vast population. It is a triumph of human ingenuity. Families gather once more beneath shaded courtyards. Elders tell stories, children laugh, and evening meals are shared together. These are the quiet moments history rarely records, yet they are often the ones that matter most. They remind us that every great civilization is built upon ordinary human lives. Across the still waters of Lake Texcoco, the city reflects like a dream. Its temples, canals, and palaces seem timeless. From this distance, nothing suggests that the world standing before you will soon be transformed forever. At its height, the Aztec Empire represented extraordinary achievements in engineering, agriculture, trade, education, and art. It was a civilization of remarkable complexity, shaped by generations of innovation, discipline, and ambition. Long before its transformation, it had already secured its place in history. Change rarely announces itself with certainty. It begins quietly, almost invisibly, until one moment separates the familiar from the unknown. For the people of Tenochtitlan, that moment is drawing ever closer, though they cannot yet see its full meaning. Centuries have passed, but echoes of this city still remain. Its ideas, traditions, language, and achievements continue to influence the world today. Though the skyline would one day change, its legacy never truly disappeared. Beneath the streets of modern Mexico City lies the foundation of ancient Tenochtitlan. Stone by stone, archaeologists continue to uncover reminders of a civilization whose greatness was once nearly forgotten beneath the weight of time. Every carved stone, every surviving sculpture, and every fragment of a temple tells a story. Together, they remind us that history is not only about the rise and fall of empires, it is about preserving the voices of those who came before us. The Aztecs left behind far more than monuments. Their innovations in agriculture, architecture, craftsmanship, education, and urban planning continue to inspire historians and archaeologists around the world. Their civilization deserves to be remembered for its achievements as much as for its transformation. When we think of the Aztec Empire, it is easy to picture emperors and temples. But its true story belongs to its people, to the farmers who fed the city, the artisans who created beauty, the merchants who connected distant lands, the children who dreamed of the future, and the families who simply called Tenochtitlan home. As the sun slowly sets over Lake Texcoco, golden light washes across temples, canals, and gardens one last time. It is a breathtaking reminder that even the greatest civilizations exist only for a moment in the long journey of human history. Before leaving this extraordinary city, take one final look. Listen to the distant sounds of canoes moving across the water. Watch the fading light touch the temple walls. Imagine the countless lives lived here, the hopes, the fears, and the dreams that once filled every street. Tenochtitlan may no longer stand as it once did, but its story continues to live on. In every discovery beneath modern Mexico City, in every surviving codex, and in every effort to understand the past, the spirit of this remarkable civilization endures. History is never truly lost. It waits patiently to be remembered. And perhaps, for a few moments today, we walked its streets once again,